Subscribe, click on the button, subscribe to our channel.
Hi, my name is Reana. I am the creator of Open Arms. Open Arms is an occupational therapy company that specializes in mental health through channel messages, intuitive messages, cognitive behavioral techniques to help people really navigate throughout life in a way that is useful. I never get this intro right, so that's why the blurb is below. I got y'all. Okay, so this week, well, this portion of it is called M.A.R.S Corner, and it is basically, I guess, like intuitive insight for kids. It's really for parents, but as like parental guidance for their kids so they can work with situations better, have a heads up about certain things, and definitely, since this is general, everything is not going to apply, so definitely keep that in mind. So this week we have the moon in Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. And so we'll look at, since that duration is very frequent, we'll look at what, our kids are going to be going through during that time, possibly. And then Mercury just went into Aries, so we'll look at that. And then Mars is in Gemini. So for this week, we'll look at what that's supposed to do or look like. Okay. So I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything else. Any information that you need, it should be down below in the description box. I feel like I've put everything in there because it is a great chance I will not remember all of this stuff. And I do not strive to remember all of this stuff. Just as a heads up. Okay, so right now we're doing earth signs. So let's see. Earth signs for kids. We'll start with the moon is going to be in Aquarius Monday and Tuesday. So let's look at that. First, what message do we have? My allergies have been kicking, okay, like a big dog. Today has been a little worse. Okay, so let's see. What message should we have for children for the moon in, okay. And then for Pisces, for the moon in Pisces. And for the moon in Aries. No, really? We'll take it. There's a great chance that I will take all that falls out. Sometimes it's a lot, sometimes it's unmanageable, but I still try. Okay, so the card we got for the Aquarius moon on Monday and Tuesday was the card Truth. And it says it's with the number 44, which is a master number. And I don't even have, like, I usually keep a cheat sheet because, again, my goal is not to memorize anything. Okay, let's see. Master number 44. Okay, so someone who has the master number 44 will be responsible, educated, innovative, intuitive, reliable, robust, professional, imaginative, strong-willed, and organized. They are excellent problem solvers as they can completely control their emotions and nerves. All right, so this card is titled the Card of Truth. And it says, remain authentic to your core values. Truth can be masked, so be objective when dealing with emotional issues. Address areas in your life that are not achieving your deepest truth. So for earth signs, with that moon being in Aquarius, it's going to be a sense of wanting to spread. I keep hearing like spread the gospel, spread like truth, being able to, it's going to be very black and white for them, in a sense of like right is right and wrong is wrong. There is no gray area, and if there is a gray area spoken to, it feels like it would be more so in a sense of the child feeling like there's a sense of I want to join two words together, but like hypocrisy, basically. And so you want to be mindful of how you really want to navigate that. It's in this situation on Monday and Tuesday, is it a sense of, is it a do as I say, not as I do kind of thing? Or are you really teaching them that everything is not always going to be, you know, the rules aren't always going to apply? So let's see. But I feel like they're very strong-willed in this sense. And earth signs are definitely Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. They're strong-willed anyway. And the card that clarified it was the Ten of Pentacles. And this really feels like this has a lot to do with family traditions, things that happen within the home, whether you want them to take the trash out, or something with chores, or how you treat people in the family. Like if you're trying to implement a hierarchy within your family unit, those things are questioned during this time. And it will be a turning point, because whatever information or however you decide to approach the situation, it's going to have like a long-lasting effect in how, like, it's going to be one of those things they remember. Or remember you said, it's going to be very concrete. So be mindful of what it is that you're wanting them to take away from this situation. So we're going with that. Okay, so we also have Pisces. The Pisces moon is from Wednesday to Friday. And so the cards that came out for that were Nature, Gaia, and Chaste. So 31, which is 4, and 17, which is 8. 4 is stability and boundaries. 8 is rewards and progress, but also accomplishments and prosperity. So Chase says, what are you running away from? What is making you feel overwhelmed? What are you afraid of or unwilling to face? And Nature says, respect the beauty of your body as you respect Mother Earth. Remain connected to nature. You are being protected. So I feel like for the most part, schools have opened back up, right? And this definitely, as I was reading it, even before I got to the Nature card, and it's funny how they're placed, because Chaste is in the background and Nature, which speaks to protection, is in the front. And it feels a lot like there is, this feels like like social inequalities, like social, not social justices, but it has to do with interpersonal relationships or social skills. And I feel like earth signs are going to have a feeling of feeling isolated or feeling kind of like picked on for their mindsets, or just feeling that there is a significant difference between them and the people they hang out with, or the vast majority of people their age. And so that have a tendency for them to, because they are hard on themselves naturally, to want to pull back and withdraw. But understand that once you start to see that, once you see those little sparks of those, you want to right off back get them to understand that. And with that moon in Pisces, it has a lot to do with the imagination, not having the boundaries, not having those boundaries. And 4 was one of the ones that came up here. What was I saying? And get them to understand that no matter how much they feel that they're not a part of a situation, they're a part of a bigger scheme of things. They're protected on a more spiritual level. So how Pisces moons are, that energy around it is definitely things that have to do with the subconscious. So it could be something that they're exacerbating that have happened, but understand that it's real to them. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's brought up from the subconscious for you as a parent, and really them to be aware of. But depending on their age, you know, they're not really able to navigate through these things. So we're here as guides. So what you want to do is kind of, if they're in a funk, you want to you want to help them communicate how they're feeling, how they got to this mindset, how they got to this place. Because what they're wanting, the feeling of feeling left out, is that presence of feeling left out is in the absence of not feeling loved and appreciated amongst their peers. And so between, what day is that? Wednesday and Friday, those will be good days to talk about how a lot of the love that we seek from others starts from ourselves first. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's see. I don't feel like that needs to be clarified, but let's go ahead and clarify it. Okay, yes. So depending on, because the age ranges are few and far between, right? So we have the Star card and we have the Nine of Wands. Whatever they're dealing with, don't brush it off, because it's something that's gonna stick. Do you see what I'm saying? And instead of them feeling like it's gonna be something that if it isn't addressed, they'll feel very defeated by it. But it is an opportunity to heal something that could fester and get bigger and manifest into something much greater, like a personality flaw or a characteristic, a character flaw or personality defect. Okay, we can go with that. So just be mindful. You want to keep that close eye. You know when something is off. Even if they don't tell you, you're able to connect the dots, but don't be afraid to connect the dots in like these days during the Pisces moon. So, excuse me. Then we have the Aries moon, which is Saturday and Sunday, and 3 cards came out for that one, which is actually a progression. We have 1 card for the Aquarius, 2 cards for the Pisces moon, and then we have 3 cards for the Aries moon. And those 3 cards were leadership, which is 37 and it ends up being 10, love, which is 33 and it's in reverse, and communication, which is 21, which is 3. So the leadership says, that's that card. It says, you are no longer the supporting cast, you are the leading man. woman. Take the initiative to lead the way for others to follow. You will be judged by the company you keep and those you admire. Love in reverse says your relationship with yourself and others needs reassessing. Open up to love. Open up to love others by unblocking negativity. Embrace love without fear and make it unconditional. And then we have communication. What are you having difficulty communicating? Do you feel emotionally disconnected? What is not working smoothly in your life? This is basically, okay, so I feel like these moons are setting up to get to the Aries moon. Does that make sense? So in the Aquarius moon, we're talking about right and wrong, gray areas, possibly things of going against the grain. And then with the Pisces moon, we're talking about not living up to social norms or not feeling a part of the social, their peers or their community age range. And so that leads us to Saturday and Sunday, where there's a sense of feeling like, so a lot of times when kids feel it, I want you to think back to the times where you felt isolated in a situation and it wasn't that there was anything wrong. I feel like at some point in time, there was a conversation where it came up where it's not you, it's them. It's not anything that's wrong with you. You're amazing, you're magic, you're all of these things. It's other people and how ridiculous, how kids can be ridiculous towards things that are different. During the Aries moon, there are going to be strengths in your child that are highlighted in ways that, because all children, people in general, have a tendency to be leaders, right? In their own sort, because we all have strengths, we all have weaknesses. Within our strengths, we have the opportunity to be leaders. So that is what's being shown here. That is where the light is being shown. The love card is in reverse. Did I show you guys the cards? I forgot. So these were the other two. The love card is in reverse because there's nothing that your child needs to change about how they love themselves. It's more so not allowing how other people see them or feel about them to infiltrate how they love themselves. So there's nothing that needs to change there. The thing, if anything, needs to be improved is their comfortability in how to communicate their discomfort or uneasiness or confusion with what's going on as they're moving, throughout their age timeline. Is there a clarification needed? Yes. So there's gonna be a lot of bickering because it's gonna be glitches in how things are communicating. It's gonna be situations to where they're not able to say everything that they're feeling, but with your guidance, with your understanding, with your patience, with your love, with your just taking a beat and not pushing an issue and allowing things to flow, that Five of Wands can easily be the Six of Wands. And that's a big difference in your child feeling like they have to defend themselves to your child feeling very empowered because there's a support system behind them. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. Mercury just moved into Aries. Mercury is how you communicate, right? How you're getting your point across. Collectively with it in Aries, it's very impulsive, it's fiery, it's packed with a punch when it comes out of their mouths. So just be mindful that that's up for grabs, okay? So what do earth signs have to look forward to with Mercury in Aries? Okay, so the two cards that we had come out were Child and Mountain Hill. Mountain Hill is reach your goals, and that was in reverse. But the color scheme here is purple, and that has a lot to do, the prominent color here is purple, and that has a lot to do with intuition and spirituality. And so with Aries being in Mercury, there a lot of things that come out of there. Oh, shit. Whew. I thought I saw a ghost. Hold on. Because I will not be. I can't deal with that today. Okay, so I knew I should have did this earlier in the day. Oh my gosh. Okay, so damn, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so with the kids, it's going to be a sense of like the things that come out of their mouth, the things that are very impulsive, is going to be in a sense of what am I trying to say? It's going to be intuitively driven. Do you see what I'm saying? The things that they aren't able to hold back, the things where it seems like they have no filter, are the things that need to be said just in general. I think, right? But I do want to know what are some of the conversations that will be had with the Mercury and Aries? What are some of the conversations that will be had? Mercury and Aries. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. It's about ownership, the things that are theirs. You know, it's a lot about what there's going to be a lot of I conversations. I'm what's mine, you know, just like it feels like a sense of possessiveness. And but that's in a sense of them wanting to feel in control when it comes to how they communicate, right? They want to feel like they're being heard. So if you feel like your child is speaking with more power or more tension or more like you need to understand that under other circumstances, they don't feel like they're actually being heard. Okay. So with Mars in Gemini, what is going on with Earth signs with Mars in Gemini this week? Departed loved ones. You are loved more than you ever know. Ooh, okay. So Mars is all about how we go after our desires. Mars in Gemini is a lot of mental planning, problem solving, just kind of mentally going over the things that we want, being able to see all aspects of a situation. So with departed loved ones in the Empress card, your child, your earth sign child is in a position to where they are getting what they want. They can manifest the things that they want. If we're not using the word manifest, they can charm their way into attracting the things that they want into their lives. Okay, we made it through. If you love this, if you like it, leave a comment, like the video, share with other parents. This is something to help parents, to help the parental community, because we all have, you know, some type of involvement with kids, whether it's through work, whether it's through family, whether it's through friends. And so the more we give them an opportunity to understand them better, I feel like the better off we all are. All right, my name is Reana. And yes,